Welcome back. We are back on it. It's a match day on Saturday. Manchester United versus Sunderland match preview. Not happy going to this game. I'll, let's just be honest. I'm not happy going to this game because these players lack consistency. We lack consistency. So far in the season, we haven't yet won a back-to-back games. At Old Trafford, we've won back-to-back games at Old Trafford. That one, they have done it, but a back-to-back games win seems like it's hard for us to do it. Defeating Chelsea, thought we're going to build momentum from that game, so that that will be our turning point. Not starting the season so well, but we were just back from where we left from last season, where we lack consistency, we lack the momentum. You can say these players, they, they don't have that mentality, they don't have that hunger, they ain't showing anything. They're just there, meaning that they're playing for Manchester United and that things are just normal. They're not hungry, they ain't fighting for the badge, and yet these are the kind of players we want, we have hopes on. Probably Mbomo and Cunha. I think those are at least the players that I'll have hopes in, thinking that they've come in a team that don't have that much hunger. Look at what they can do. I think this thing, I think after that defeat against Brentford, we're back to it again that it's about the system. It's about the 3-4-3 formation. Fuck that. Fuck that. It's not about that system. It's about the mentality. And I think after that Brentford game, people were saying, you know what, Crystal Palace with Oliver Gleason are playing the same system, the 3-4-3 system with the back three. In terms of defending, they'll have the back five, but they're doing so well, defeating teams like Liverpool, causing more problems for teams. What was the difference between them and us? The difference is those are players that show hunger and show determination and have the right mentality to play for that club, unlike us. And yet, people are saying, you know what, Amorim need to go. We need to bring in Oliver Gleason, the Crystal Palace. I think those are the talks that were going around. I think this week that, you know what, United, if United will sack Amorim, they need to bring in Oliver Gleason. Forgetting Oliver Gleason, use the same system, the 3-4-3 system at Crystal Palace, because he has the players who have the mentality. Bringing Gleason here at Manchester United with this player that we have, he will look like a coach that doesn't know what he's doing. I think we should try that because first, you know what, also we need a coach that has played in the Premier League. Hearing that they're saying that we need also a coach that has much experience in the Premier League. I was like, we had Mourinho, we had Jose Mourinho, who was successful at Chelsea for like, is it 5 seasons that he was at Chelsea, winning the two Premier Leagues for the first time. I think Jose Mourinho was the first coach to win Premier League trophy for Chelsea, and also coming back again to Chelsea for the second time, and the third time coming to Manchester United. I say that's a coach that I believed could have taken us to success. But if Mourinho wasn't successful, you can't tell me that Oliver Gleason will be, being that he hasn't have much experience in the Premier League. I think Oliver Gleason joined Crystal Palace, I think on the 2024 February. That's when he joined Crystal Palace. You can't compare him and Mourinho. Back then, Mourinho had much experience compared to him. And I've seen what has happened when we take coaches that perform so well. These teams that are not that much in the big six teams. You can see Villa was when he was at Tottenham, was performing so well. I think he went to Chelsea, did this same well. We saw Graham Potter at Brighton, he was performing so well. He went to Chelsea, dismal performance. So you can't tell me, seeing that Gleason, the thing that Gleason has, he has the players to play that formation. He has the players with the hunger. He has the players with a good mentality. Compared to Amorim, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that player. Those players that has the mentality to play in this system, have the hunger to play in this system. So to me, sees the system ain't any problem. And you can see people saying, you know what, Amorim need to use the 4-3-3 formation. Amorim won't use that because you have seen, I think I know he has been following Manchester United throughout the season. You know, he has seen how things have been going. Ten Hag, when he was using the 4-3-3 formation, he was called clueless. The same formation they want Amorim to use. See, at times we fans were just confused. So I think these players just need to know what they're doing at the club, earning huge salaries, earning they're just also they're millionaires at this club, but they're not doing it apart from few. But the rest are just there. And Amorim, I think going to this game against Sunderland, a top selection need to be done. Amorim should do his best top selection. I've seen much of Alte. I don't want to see more of Alte. His time is up. He needs to sit on the bench. Let's see Sunny Laments against Sunderland. Think him coming against Sunderland, we won't have much pressure. So we want to see a bit of Sunny Laments. That's why we took on an loan and signed in Sunny Laments because we had a problem in the goalkeeping position. And still Amorim wants to stick with Alt. I think that's where I'll be blame him. So if Alt starts tomorrow, Amorim seems like he wants to be sacked because we have seen much of him, the error that has been doing. It's time for Altai to sit on the bench. Another position, the midfield position. We know Bruno Fernandes doesn't need to play in that midfield. He's weak in that. He is not performing so in that midfield. Bruno is not a midfielder. Playing deep is not a midfielder. And also, another selection that needs to be done in that midfield, Kobe Minor needs to start in that midfield. I don't know the obsession with Amorim with the Manuel Ugarte because it's just shit. Start Kobe Minor. You can see what Kobe Minor does when you bring him in the second half. He does magic for you. He does magic. Amorim, start him. He wanted to go on loan. He told Manchester United he wanted to go on loan in the last 48 hours. United denied him that. Being that United denied him going on loan, they need to give him the number. He needs to get the minutes. Minor, I'm not saying Minor is much better, but at least better than Ugarte, better than what we have. So I think on the selection, that's why I'm blaming Amon. But in terms of performance, even Amorim on his press conference today saying, you know what, the chances that they're creating, the goals that we are conceding is not based on the system. It's not based on the formation. So formation to work is the mentality. These players need to have the right mentality for things to move right. You can see we're going to face Sunderland at Old Trafford. So far, you can say at Old Trafford, we have a good record. So far, the 3 games played at Old Trafford, we've only lost one. That one's against Arsenal, a better team. Chelsea came there, we, s- we slayed them. Burnley, we slayed them. So I think at home record, I'll say these players will will have much momentum knowing that they've won back-to-back Premier League games at Old Trafford. So they'll want to win another game at Old Trafford. So you can see how many goals have we conceded at home? We've conceded against Burnley 3, against Arsenal 1, against so far we've conceded 5 goals at home, which doesn't look so good. In terms of chances created, we're creating lots of chances, but we need to utilize on those chances to finish them to score goals. If you want to win against Sunderland, these players need to rely on the chances for us to kill this game in the first half. What we always do in the first half, we create lots of chances, but we don't utilize them in the first half. That's what these players need to work on for us to win the game. Sunderland, they're a good team. That midfield, they have Granit Xhaka. You can say against Brentford, at 30, is it 38-year-old Henderson, we made him look good in that midfield. He was dominating. You can see Shaka in that midfield for Sunderland. He has been, I think, the player who has brought in much impact in that team since he was signed, being he is the captain. So you can see you're facing a good Sunderland team with a good form. I think in the last away games that they played, they've only lost one. And that game, one game, I think, was against Tottenham Hotspur, or I don't know. Is it Tottenham Hotspur or who? I can't remember. But you can see the last 3 away games, they've only lost one, drawn one, and won one. So you can see they're coming in with much energy, knowing that they are in the good form. I think they're in the fifth position with 11 points. Yeah. On the other hand, we are in the 14th position with 7 points. So far, we've lost only 3 games and have played so far 6 games. We can't lose another game at this time. Having, let's say you played 7 games and losing 4 games,